Mystical union is when actually you've been devoured by the higher, meaning that your identity is becoming part of it, meaning there is no identity. You become one. Yeah. But in terms of the Kut, it has to do with equation of forms, meaning that you acquire through work, through the help of the higher, same qualities. And therefore you acquire true face, true identity. Before that, you don't have any identity. It's like becoming. It's like a fruit when it's sour, not ready yet. Okay? So it doesn't have the identity of an orange when it's sort of not did not get its full its full growth, its full taste. So actually, the Kut is when my full taste, meaning my full face and identity, which is Yechida, which means it's the singularity of myself, is being achieved when my mirror is the creator. So it's not merging into. On the contrary, till the end, there is a very clear distinction between the creator and the createe, but the createe is actually being given the ability to bestow as the creator. And therefore, there is a very deep affinity. And even only then we can speak about love. But there is no sort of blur and annihilation of the self, on the contrary. This is the difference between Kabbalah and all Eastern and mystical Western striving and longing. It's very different because what Balasan is saying, everything that was created is the will to receive to oneself. So it was not created in order to annihilate it. It was created in order to give it a form. To give it a form in which this form has a choice, and it has a simile, character, ability to bestow goodness as the creator wish it to be. So it becomes something that will represent the creator honorably with the same quality. Yeah. So it's not merging or disappearing into. This is why Kabbalah is not. I know it's the academia and it's really confusing mystical thought and study with Kabbalah. It's not. It's much deeper. Sorry for all mystical, striving and longing. It has this longing in it, but it actually shapes it. It gives it another meaning. It gives it actually a reality, not a disappearance. It gives it an authority of being. So actually, what we are holding now, you can say it's a fallen identity, a made-up identity that is a compensation because of the separation that we have from our true self. So we invent an identity. We call it ego, not only everyone around us calls it ego, and the instinct, according or in relation to the ego, is that we know that it caused because it is wild and it is cruel, because it has a huge strength of acquiring control. But it's a fallen, it's actually a fallen adhesion. We need to to adhere to something. So we adhere to ourselves as gods. But this is actually a separation. Now, any spiritual awakening actually identify it. Now, there are two separate ways to go about it. One, to actually shrink and annihilate the will to receive to oneself, the ego, and therefore we're coming back into a state of Tzimtzum Aleph, of the first shattering. Yeah? It means that the whole light is around and we are a small dot. But who wants to go back to this state? It's called Tohu. Yeah, it's actually before there is any will and aspiration of the actual humanity. But in terms of Kabbalah, you need to enlarge it like Malchut is doing. You prepare a different vessel, which is called screen and return light, in which you grow through the help of the qualities of the higher into a true identity. And identity is not separated from, is equal to, in Hebrew definitely. Because we understand identity as different from anyone else. Unique. Uniqueness we perceive as different. Kabbalah perceives uniqueness as same as the higher. And I don't know who translated lowly. Never in Hebrew you will use the term lowly. You'll use the term low. The person is not lowly. He is low in his perception. It's like there is a difference between the person and the sickness. Yeah? So never lowly. From all the reading of Kabbalah that I had in Hebrew, there is never lowly. But there is low. Because there is a difference of the description of the state and the description of the possibility of the human, or the human. Am I clear?